We're gonna help you make Christmas easy, but still wonderful with this easy and delicious Christmas ham recipe. Hi, my name's Christina and I'm with eatingonadime.com, and today I'm gonna show you the simplest but still delicious Christmas ham that we love making for the holidays. Now, we've linked the full recipe in the description below, so make sure that you check that out because you're going to get all of our tips, tricks, tried and true method that we have done year after year. All right, let's get started. So for today's recipe, I am using a bone-in ham butt, and it works great every single time. You can use a boneless if you prefer, and a spiral ham would work great as well. So one thing to remember when making this recipe is you do want the ham to sit at room temperature for 1 to 2 hours so that the entire ham will be at room temperature before you start cooking it. This is going to make sure that your ham isn't dry, and it's going to guarantee that it's juicy every time. So please do not skip that step. Now, I'm also using a traditional roasting pan. We've put a rack in there to keep the ham off the bottom of the pan. When you put your ham in your roasting pan, you want the cut side down. So this is the cut side. You want it facing straight down in the roasting pan. This is also going to help it not dry out and make sure that it stays very moist and delicious. Okay, once your ham is removed from the package and placed in the pan, remember, cut side down, go ahead and pat it dry if it's still wet from the package, just so that, again, it won't dry out when it's cooking. So I'm just using paper towels and I'm just getting all the excess moisture off the ham. Once that's finished, we are going to go ahead and score the outside of the ham. Now, I like to use a big knife for this. The idea is you want to cut just like a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch deep on the outside of the skin of the ham, and we're going to do it horizontally and vertically as well to make like a diamond shape pattern. And this is just so when we apply the glaze, it can really get down into the ham and just really move all that flavor throughout the ham. So we're just going to score the outside here. So now that we're done going the one direction, we're going to do the same thing going the opposite direction. This method also is going to give your ham that beautiful appearance on the top. It's going to expand a little bit when it cooks, and it makes it just so beautiful for Christmas dinner. So you want to go about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch deep. It's not a super deep cut, but you do want to make sure that you score the skin of the ham. And don't be afraid to turn your knife around to get the angles correct. In the roasting pan. Again, this is to help it not dry out. Once that's done, we're going to cover it with foil. Again, so it doesn't dry out. I'm sure you can see a trend here. Everything we're doing is to make sure that it's moist and delicious. We've preheated the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and I moved the rack towards the bottom of the oven just to make sure there's enough room for the ham inside the oven. Now put the entire pan with the ham covered in foil right in the oven, and we're going to cook this about 2 to 2.5 hours. But the main thing is to make sure that the internal ham is cooked through, which we use an instant read meat thermometer, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to use a meat thermometer to make sure that it's heated all the way through. This is a great one that is on Amazon, and we'll link it in the description below. You just want to put it in the thickest part of the ham. And you want to make sure that it reaches a minimum temperature of 125 degrees Fahrenheit to make sure that it's heated all the way through the ham. Now we're going to make the glaze for the ham. Heat a saucepan over medium-high heat. Add butter to the pan. You want to let the butter melt, and we're going to heat it until the butter is nice and brown. Continue cooking over medium heat, whisking constantly until it's a nice golden brown color. Next, add in the brown sugar. Be careful so you do not splash the butter and burn yourself. Then add in some Dijon mustard. Some ground cinnamon and ground cloves and honey. Then add in the minced garlic. We just add this in for the last minute because it can burn easily. We don't want to overcook it. All right, let that garlic cook for about a minute and then remove from the heat and let it cool slightly before putting it on the ham. Okay, now remove the foil from the ham. Pour about 1/3 of the glaze mixture over the ham and baste it onto the outside of the ham. Then increase the oven temperature to 425. And we're just going to caramelize this great glaze on top of the ham. So we're going to put the ham back in the oven at the higher temp and really just caramelize this glaze into it. Make sure to put it on real thick because you want that glaze to get in all the little creases and crevices we made by scoring the ham at the beginning. This is when all of our work is going to pay off. I'm going to bake this for about 20 more minutes at 425 in the oven, and we're going to baste it 2 more times during that cooking time, and that just really seals in that flavor. Okay, after about 5 to 7 minutes, just pull the ham out slightly. It's ready, and it looks beautiful and smells amazing as well. This is what makes this ham perfect for Christmas. Now, it will go straight from the pan to a beautiful serving platter. We love putting some fresh herbs around it, but it's so beautiful and fancy. It's perfect for Christmas dinner. And the nice, sweet honey brown sugar glaze with the cloves makes it taste festive as well. It is so easy to make, but it looks like it took you forever. Everyone's going to be so impressed with your meal this Christmas dinner. Okay, let's cut into this. Okay, just to keep it easy, I just cut along the grooves that I made when scoring the ham originally, and it slices into beautiful slices of ham. Let's try it. It smells amazing.